Good day everyone. Can you solve this math challenge question? And here's the question. Solve for the values of a, b such that a and b are both positive integers and satisfies this given equation. Square root of a plus 2022 over square root of b equals 2023. You can pause this video if you want to give this problem a try. And now, let's answer this question together. So by the way, this question is a suggested question by one of our viewers. So now, our goal here is to solve for the positive values of a, b such that it satisfies this equation square root of a plus 2022 all over square root of b equals 2023. To answer this question, we need to focus on this term 2022 over square root of b. Now, once this expression, this term, becomes an integer, then definitely we get an integer value for square root of a also. Now, 2022 over square root of b, first thing we need to consider here is the prime factorization of 2022. And we know 2022 can be factored as follows. We have 2 times 3 times 337. So, square root of b can be one of its positive factors. So we can say that square root of b can be 1, can be 2, can be 3, can be 6, can be 337, can be 674, can be 1011, and can be 2022. Now, how do we get 6? How do we get 674? So, to get 6, we have 2 times 3. To get 674, we have 2 times 337. To get 1011, is just 3 times 337, so on and so forth. Alright, now since we have the value of square root of b, we can now get the value of b. So the value of b is just the square of square root of b. So we have the first one, 1 squared is just 1, 2 squared is just 4, 3 squared is just 9, 6 squared is just 36, and now 337 squared is simply 337 raised to the power of 2. This is a big number. So now the rest is just square. So we have 674 squared, 1011 squared, 2022 squared. So we have now the values for b. Now, how about the value of a? So first, we need to get first the value of square root of a. Now, given this equation, to get the value of square root of a, we need to subtract 2022 all over square root of b on both sides. This will give us the value of square root of a must be equal to 2023 minus 2022 over square root of b. Now, if square root of b is 1, then square root of a must be equal to 2023 minus 2022. That is equivalent to just 1. Now, what will happen if square root of b, the square root of b must be 2. So 2022 divided by 2 will give us 1011. So 2023 minus 1011 will give us a value of 1012. Now, if the square root of b is 3, then 2022 divided by 3 will give us 674. Now, 2023 minus 674 will give us a value of 1349. Now, let's continue. If the square root of b is 6, then 2022 divided by 6 will give us 337. So, 2023 minus 337, this will give us a value of 1686. Keep going. So, if the square root of b is 337, so 2022 divided by 337, this is just equal to 6. So, 2023 minus 6 will give us an answer of 2017. And we keep going until we reach square root of b equals 2022. Alright, so we get now the value of square root of a, and we want a and b. So to get the value of a, what we're going to do here is to square the value of square root of a. Now, 1 squared is just 1, and 1012 squared is simply 1012 quantity squared. And all of this number must be raised to the power of 2 to get the value of a. Now, since our goal is to solve for the values of a and b only, And here we go. So if A is equal to 1, B must be equal to 1. If A equals 1012 quantity squared, then B must be 4. If A equals 1349 quantity squared, then B must be equal to 16, and so on and so forth. Therefore, our answer to this question is in this box. And as always, we are done.